Hello.
Is now on.
Hello.
Now I have Zoom up. Let me make sure that it has caught up. Let me just make sure that everything looks good through the phone.
Just let us know when you're ready.
Let us know when you're ready. Let us know when you're ready.
Shut the fuck up, Jason. Shut up.
Let you all know.
I just want to eat my salad.
Then eat your damn salad.
You know, I'm trying to, but it's difficult.
Okay. One moment. They hear us. That's a good sign.
Good. Oh, no, I don't have Twitch open.
There we go. And
Fucking Jason.
The screens all look good. So, yes, I have a ponytail.
Jason.
My wife buzzed to the sides of my head. I have a ponytail.
Nice. Looks good.
I want everyone to know in the chat that that there is apparently a reason all of their cameras are off. I don't know why.
There sure is. Hold on, I gotta host you on my channel real quick.
Everyone, turn.
Come on, Jason's hosting really quick.
Hold on, I'm you wanna host or not?
Jason's already done with us.
That's okay. Hold on. This is so difficult to do. You know what? There's some real champions in the world. You want to, you know? Some absolute champions.
Hey, Jason,
okay,
are you ready?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Ready?
1,
right.
2, 3.
3. We might have timed the cosplay NPCs.
I can't move my
over the past
arm.
2 days. Jason was struggling so much because he can't move his arm.
Okay, do you all want to tell the chat who you're cosplaying?
A fucking mess, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Meredith.
Fuck you. Okay,
Just trying to keep the town safe.
Trying to keep the town safe.
Okay.
I can't fucking breathe. Winter, hi.
Oh, yes.
That victory roll.
It was a bitch to do.
Yeah. And Jason, you are Wallace. I can tell that.
It's not hard to guess that one.
No.
Oh yeah, no, it's not that tough.
Please put on your glasses, my dear.
Well, guess what? I have contacts. I made it that much more difficult for myself.
Oh,
my God.
Okay. All right.
I touched my eyeballs.
2% more on the first part. Woo.
Okay. Oh, apparently I'm quiet. Fantastic. Okay. One question.
Doing it.
Everyone is
Well,
going to see
I mean-
some behind the scenes. Ooh.
I'm gonna try and eat this salad with one hand.
You can take your arm out of the sleeve,
You can.
Jason. You don't have to have it on the whole
I'm
time.
committed, okay?
You did this to yourself, then.
Jason is an actor.
Actor.
Okay. So, this was a surprise to me. I was not expecting this. I am thoroughly delighted, though.
On purpose.
Oh, fucking Christ. You know, I said multiple times to them, I was like, hey, you guys know your cameras aren't on, right? And they're like, yeah, I know. And I'm like, okay.
We know.
And then Jason was like, hold on, I'm going to go get my salad. And then turned off his camera. I'm like, okay. And then never turned it back on.
Because I was putting this stupid thing on my body.
Legitimately, Jason messaged me being like, shoot, Casper needs me in early. I'm going to take all of this off, and then I'm going to say that I need to grab my salad, and I'm going to put all of it back on.
Also, I'm a little disappointed we couldn't see the chaos that happened to Jason before stream started.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
disappointed that we couldn't see that.
Yeah, because I realized the minute I sat down, I was like, oh, yeah. And I went, oh, my salad's not open. My dice aren't in my hand. My dice box isn't sat down. And I hadn't opened Twitch yet on my phone.
And your lamp wasn't on or plugged in.
Your lamp wasn't plugged in off.
It wasn't plugged in either.
Hello, everyone.
So what happened the last 2 sessions?
Yes, all right.
Give us the recap.
Yes, so hello, everyone, and welcome to Nexilis. Please let me know if my volume is better or not. We are going to start off with a recap of the last 2 sessions, because I know we may have some people here who may have missed the first 2 sessions.
Casper, real quick. You might want to move all of everybody's cameras around on Zoom.
Oh,
because
shit.
people
Oh, whoops.
I was like, I'm the dungeon master? Awesome. Shit. It's like, nice. I'm moving up in the
You
world.
have the power, Jason.
Wait, no shit. Hold on.
Wait.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Cool. Okay. Now we are all
You were Cortana.
We are all set and ready to go with everyone's faces in
Fame.
Well,
We have fame now.
We're working on it.
Fame?
We're working on it. My volume is still a little quiet. Okay, hold on. Chelsea,
Yell at me.
please edit all of this out.
I will.
Keep the initial hype with you.
I got it. I
trust
know what
you.
I'm doing.
I trust you.
I got
okay. All right. So, volume is set. Everyone's faces are in the right spot, and now we can move forward into our
Know who we're supposed to be.
what's the fucking word? Recap. That's the word.
The game.
Hey!
Yay!
So,
D&D.
the recap. Gonna keep it brief because I know that most of the people we have here have already seen what has happened so far. So, to recap, we have our three lovely players here. Jenny as Ivor, Jason as Magna, and then Chelsea as Cortana, or Cora for short. Yeah. They all, in various ways, died. At least that's the best of their guess, is that they are all dead. And instead of going to whatever afterlife they may or may not have believed in, they all woke up in right outside of the town of Nexilis, which is a tiny town surrounded by endless fields and forests and a shit ton of fog. That everyone there seems to have either died or had some dimension-hopping technical issues and ended up in this town. So they have started trying to figure out where they are, what this all is, and some of them want to figure out how they can get home, or at least want to help others get home. They have met various people like Thespis, who is the town bard, who is the love of Chelsea's life.
Mine.
Yeah. The love of Chelsea's life. Thespis.
I love Thespis.
Thespis shook all their hands, which made all their hands feel tingly. Chelsea for an entirely different reason than the others. And
Call me out.
and
You're
then
gonna call me out like that.
And then you all started to meet other people like the town bartender Dimitri, the owners of the town tavern, Wallace and Larkin, who brought them into town, and then also the mayor's wife Meredith, who Jenny is cosplaying. And Meredith also tried to shake their hands, except when she did, it did not feel quite as nice, and they later learned it's because she has some mind control, mind manipulation powers, and her goal is to keep the town safe as far as they have learned through her.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
I shouldn't have read the. You've been calling him mange for 3 weeks?
Oh no, Magna! Oh, buddy!
Oh my god. I'm just gonna take the L for today. That's okay. That's fine.
I'm done.
They then started to meet other people. Oh, I mentioned Wallace. That is who Jason is cosplaying. He is the tavern owner.
You say the town mess? I'm like, yeah.
Yes. Well, one of the many. Mm-hmm. You also started to meet the heads of the town guard, which are Walter and Winter, a pair of twins, and Winter is who Chelsea is cosplaying. Other people such as, and also Winter is the love of Jenny's life, and she wants Ivor and her to smooch. And then you also
Not Ivor and Winter. Jenny and Winter.
Oh, okay, Jenny and Winter.
Ivor makes a move. Jenny's gonna snipe her.
Wow. All right.
Okay.
And then I'll just live vicariously. It's fine.
And then you started to meet other people, other members of the town guard, such as Beckett and her wife Darish.
Beckett. I love Beckett so much.
You also met the town baker and also town healer, and that is Amir, who Jason wants to be adopted by, but wants Magna to smooch. And
honestly, respect it.
I know what I'm about.
And Amir's wife, who is another member of the guard, Birin, tall, massive dragonborn. and various other creatures and people, and all of these people that are just trying to figure out how to get by in their new life. Last session, you saw a performance of Thespis's, and you all... Oh, how could I forget? You all started to have nightmares, because in Welcome to Nexilis, within the town of Nexilis, if you are not mind-altered by Meredith, you will dip into other people's memories via dreams. And the most common memory to dream of are people's deaths. But that's not only what you will dream, but that is primarily what you will dream, at least for the first
Mostly what we're
nights. At least for the first week or so. You then had a talk with everyone. Ivor dreamt Winter's death. Coratana dreamt Thespis' death, and Magna dreamt Emir's death. And after that, they all kind of went and checked on the respective people just to make sure they were okay, and realized that the people that Thespis shook hands with first have these dreams. People that Meredith got to first do not. So that is an interesting little thing that they're going to have to poke around and discover more about. And
fight Meredith.
Fair. After checking in with people and all that, you got to talk with Thespis, where you decided that today, Chelsea just wants to give the minutely reminder that she loves Thespis. They all decided that they would help Thespis by breaking into someone's home, and that someone is Gideon, the town therapist, who seems to have not exactly been the most helpful for people and has actually driven some people mad in the past. But another thing that they learned, and I swear after this we'll get to the game, after this they learned that people have died in Nexilis. One person was murdered ages and ages ago by Beckett. It was completely justified and valid. And people who were around do remember him. But if someone is eaten by one of the monsters that come out at night, they are forgotten by everyone that Meredith has gotten her hands on first. Which means that most of the town has forgotten the existence of many, 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 many people. And now they're going to try and figure out what exactly Gideon's part is in all of this. So, now that the recap has happened, I want everyone here to know that while this is all in good fun, this is also a dark story. Welcome to Nexilis contains themes of, if one of the mods could please put the trigger warnings in the chat, but I will read them off now. Welcome to Nexilis contains themes of death of children and adults, violence, manipulation and abuse, necromancy, pandemics, murder, psychiatric malpractice, military themes and war, PTSD, and combat. And probably others, but
Lots of others.
That's,
we're being honest.
Lots of others.
That's what came to mind when I was writing the content warning list. With that out of the way, also I do want to address the chat. I like the way Casper described murder as valid. She murdered the person who tried to murder her. I feel that's pretty valid.
It was valid. It was valid in the moment.
In the moment.
It's not murder if it's self-defense.
Exactly. So
Yeah, it was late self-defense.
it's just diet murder. So, with that said, I'll also move my mic closer to me. We are going to get into the thick of it by tonight's dreams. This is your second night within Nexilis, and thus your second dreams. Who would like to go first?
Oh, we get a choice this time.
Who are we throwing under the bus first?
Listen, Ira went to bed last, so just gonna say.
Ivor did go to bed last.
Oh yeah.
All right.
She was talking to Dimitri.
That's true. You were talking to Dimitri in that breakout room. Well, fine then. If no one's gonna volunteer, then someone
roll for it.
Oh, okay. You know what? That's an
for
excellent
it.
idea. All right, let me roll for it. We're gonna have
Casper's like, I didn't even think about that.
we're going to have
We have dice. We could do it.
Our first roll of the session, guys, is going to be the DM. All right.
Which is never a good thing.
Great. That's never a good thing.
Ivor.
Fuck, damn it.
Suffer.
Deep sleeper, huh?
She might have gone to bed last, but she fell asleep first.
I guess.
Fair.
Ivor. This time you dream and you wake up viewing a scene that you know what you're getting into. You are looking out through what seems to be a partially opened closet door. You're hiding. And you look out and you see these hands, proportionate to everything else, seem to fit, opening up and kind of peeking around, and you see a human man walk in. Come out wherever you are. You can't keep hiding like this forever. And the face looks down, and you see just how down the face looks. There you are. Always been such a sneaky little brat. Threw open the door, and you see a knife, and it's a very elaborately decorated knife, and just takes a plunge down, and you hear a whine escape your own throat. And before you can say anything, you hear from downstairs screaming. A woman screaming in rage. And then the scream of rage turns to panic as you hear a familiar voice. Malik! Malik, where are you? And you hear footsteps running up a flight of stairs, and then you hear the door, another door fly open, and then you just hear screaming in a language that you don't understand as you see Beckett flies in and tackles the man that had just stabbed you. You are dreaming through Malik's perspective, watching as your sister fights and grapples with the man who just plunged a knife in your chest. You can hear tears through Beckett's voice as she is screaming. She is throwing punches. She tries to unsheath her sword to lunge and attack. But the uncle moves faster. The uncle he's out of breath, he's panting, he grabs the knife and he swings at Beckett, and the fight just keeps tumbling. She gets a few good hits in, but he eventually gets her on her stomach and grabs her by her hair as she's laying down. He pulls her head up and makes her make eye contact with you. And before Beckett can say anything, the uncle deep and thick just across Beckett's throat. And then your vision starts to tunnel. It's done.
How did he appear then?
That is the man that Beckett murdered as soon as she was fucking able to.
Yeah, good. Fuck him.
Validated.
God damn.
Murder light? No, that's fine.
So,
You're fine. Don't worry about it.
No one's gonna turn it. We're just turning a blind eye. It's fine.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
up next,
Jesus.
depending the dice, would be Koratana.
Oh, great. All right, let's go. Let's go.
Cora, you are
Yes,
dreaming.
Casper.
You are dreaming, and you are within a laboratory. You hear beeping and whirring and other various computer sounds that thankfully you do recognize.
Yeah, it's not like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you do recognize these text sounds, but you don't recognize the language that anything is typed out in. It feels like your eyes do, but you as Koratana do not recognize the language that they are in. You look around and you hear heavy breathing as someone is, as you see a pair of hands, more metallic hands, very slender. You can tell there's like some sort of external, almost like a skin, but it seems to be more of a protective layer instead of like a skin, you know, and a lab coat. And as they are frantically kind of digging through boxes and pulling things out, and then you hear a door slide open, kind of like Star Trek, just a sound. And darling, why are you fretting? And the face whips around and looks at a figure who is a good head taller than you. He is built, again, very android. But you can see he actually has wings that kind of ply out like jet wings that are kind of folded down. And his color scheme is like maroon and silver. And his eyes deep, just inhumanly maroon lock on with you. And the voice spits out a voice that you kind of recognize, almost recognize. Don't call me that. You don't get to call me that when you put me on trial. I may be put to death for this. You do not get... And the man comes over, shh, and just puts a finger over your lips. All of this can be over if you just admit that you lied. And the hand pushes the man away. I did not lie. You stole my designs. You got Ember killed. Ember was not made to be a weapon. Ember was made to be cherished and to bring joy. Ember was made, and then the hand once again, instead of a finger, a whole hand covers your mouth.
Jesus.
We are in war, darling. This means that anything we, the scientists, make must be able to be used for combat. I do believe that our dear leader would much prefer you if you could be of use. And the hand kind of just... You stole my work, took credit for it, and when I said something, you decided to put me on trial, which I could be executed for. Slander and stealing of intellectual property could get me killed. You know this. And he just... Yes, I do. It's the unfortunate casualties of war. And you feel your eyes start to burn and you start to blink and just... If you love me, you will tell them the truth. If you love me, you will tell them that you stole it, that this was not your work. Don't you love me? And the man in front of you just... You must understand that if I confess, I could be imprisoned. I think you understand my dilemma. And he just kind of gives a pat-pat to your cheek and starts to walk away. And you're left alone in this lab that suddenly feels much colder. And you hear, Uspi. And looking around, and then you see crawling out of a hidden corner, a little hidey hole, that little creature that you saw at Hitchwire's. Crawls out, and Hitchwire holds out a hand, and the creature climbs up onto Hitchwire's shoulder, and he's like, we're getting out of here. We're getting out of here. And he starts packing what looks to be files, and he pulls out a thumb drive and shoves it in, and you see him typing and hacking away as you see him erasing files, erasing any proof that whoever that other man was had any claim. And he goes to leave, and you hear what sounds like a bomb. And then the entire building shakes. And the entire room goes white, and you hear this piercing ringing through your ears. You're not blinking, your vision is flickering as you're looking around, and you look down and your arm has detached, and you see wires and fluids leaking down the side of your body. Everything is burned that you were wearing. You see as the other still barely working arm, as he's getting up and he's trying to grab hold of Uspi, and you hear that layered voice, that tick, that stutter, oos, 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 as you can tell that his vocal cords have been damaged. Uspi, and you realize that Uspi is now broken in pieces in Hitchwire's hand.
Oh, no.
And he tries...
Oh, that's rude!
He tries to pack up the rest of his stuff, and he runs, and as he skids out, his vision still flickering, you can see glitching like technical errors. You see the man earlier holding a gun, a ray. You can tell it's a gun by how he's holding it, but it seems so foreign as he raises it up right between your eyes. I think that explosion did more damage than you think. Don't you, darling? And bang!
Jesus.
Your dream is over.
Ooh.
Now we gotta add a fucking answer question thing on does the dog die for this moment. Look at what you did, Casper. What you fucking did.
Hitchwire.
Jesus Christ.
Hitchwire and Uspi are both alive and well in Nexilis, but you do realize that if Uspi's there, so that leaves you, Magna.
Oh
No, I
Yeah.
disagree.
I'm sorry.
I disagree.
Magna, you come to staring up at the sky. You can smell smoke, like something's burning. You can smell, even though you smell burning, you also smell wet earth around you. You look in a haze and see that you are in a shallow grave. And you look up, and you see smoke, and you see this haze of a figure standing next to the hole. And it looks like a woman, but you can tell that she's not actually there, like a ghost, like a figment of your imagination. She is standing over you. All you can see through your tear-blurred vision is that she has long blonde hair. Long, much, much longer than Meredith's. Long blonde hair. And a petite frame as she's looking over. She doesn't say anything. And all you can taste is blood and ink as it comes up the back of your throat. And then you look up again and you see a figure, a shadow, shovel dirt on top of you. And then you taste dirt and you taste earth. And you try and reach up a hand, and you realize that half of your hand is just pitch black, and you can feel it's numb, and it feels like you took nerve damage. You can see a deep wound on the side of your arm, perhaps by a sword or an axe. And you reach up and you try and mutter out. All you can think is just how sorry you are that it got to this. All you can think is that if you had just been able to stop this all sooner. But before you can reach up, you see a face just not able to look at you as he just shovels another pile of dirt on top of you. And then all you can hear is shoveling of dirt, and then you can't see anything. And then you can't hear anything. And then you can't breathe. And then after a few moments, your dream ends.
Wallace.
Wallace. Called it.
I saw you. I was like, oh shit, this is fitting. Jason's gonna.
Right?
So.
Christ.
Yeah, that fucking sucks.
Fucking sucks ass. What the
that
fuck?
really sucks.
So. Yeah, Cecil did call me out that I did technically have some nice one in my notes, but...
I saw that.
Yeah.
That didn't happen.
You guys have a lot of deaths to get through, so...
Oh, great.
Nice.
So, you all know whose dreams you dreamt.
Yeah.
You all...
Fucking... The Maligan Beckett one hurt. What the fuck?
It hurt a lot.
That was really rude.
Yeah. And it's all over money.
We support Beckett in this house.
It's all
Fucking
over
asshole.
money. Yeah.
We support Beckett in this house.
Oh, yeah.
We've supported Beckett from the beginning.
That's why she will murder you if you look at her brother wrong.
No, that's completely fair. I respect it.
So you all wake up. What do you do?
A little less shocking this time, but Cora's still kind of like, I don't know what to do now.
Yeah, that one hurts a little less than Thespis, at least for Cora.
Yeah, it's a little bit easier for her on this one.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get used to that.
Probably not either. It's not pleasant.
Magna's just gonna turn over on the chair and try to go back to sleep.
All right, Magna, you have another dream.
No, dream time too. No! I don't want a second dream. One was enough. One was more than enough. No. He's not gonna be able to sleep.
God damn.
So, it is morning. You can tell because it is light out. It's not sun. As I say, it's not sunny. It's never sunny.
Right.
Yep.
I was just gonna assume it's morning because everyone else is awake.
Yeah, fair. Ivor cannot see the
Suddenly
light.
there was voices, and you're like, oh, okay.
Ah,
I'm not alone.
You can hear the voices of people downstairs, as in people are starting to come in for breakfast to the tavern. Some people come here, some people go to Amir's bakery, and you can tell, you can recognize some of the voices, but you can't quite pin them. It's like, you're like, okay, familiar. So you know there are people downstairs, and the town is starting to wake up.
we might as well start the day. Maybe some breakfast.
Okay. So, I think that's a good idea.
We've got a lot to do today.
Yeah, you guys have a busy day ahead of you.
We do, yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Sounds good.
So do you all get dressed and head downstairs?
We still don't have clothes.
Yeah, we still have the same outfits.
Same
and
fucking clothes.
So we're still dressed.
Never
Yeah,
mind. We're still dressed.
we're stinky.
Cora will, because she does have some of her stuff with her, she is going to put on her cape that she has,
Okay. Yeah.
and she is going to grab her rapier
Okay.
and put it on herself.
All right. All right. So you don your cape and put holster your rapier, and then I'm assuming you all start to head downstairs.
Yes.
Yep.
Unlike yesterday morning, you notice that instead of Dimitri behind the bar, it is actually Wallace. Yeah, Wallace is up and early. He is starting to. You can tell that he's like passing out plates as people come up to the and he's again his arm in a sling, and he's just good morning, and he sees you all and it's like, oh, good morning. Are you all gonna eat here, or do you plan to go to the bakery?
I think he is fine. We actually haven't gotten to try anything here yet.
That's true.
All right.
We haven't.
Well, then please get yourselves a table, and I'll be right with you guys. And Larkin comes out from the back holding some glasses of water, and he sets a glass down. Larkin sets a glass down in front of Wallace, who, thank you, and he takes a sip. And you see out in the tavern, you see Walter, Winter, and Lily are all seated at a table. You wonder when the fuck they sleep, because they are also the heads of the guard, but are also always really up early. But
they don't sleep. That's the thing. They just don't.
Walter and Winter are seated with Lily, and they're all just they're smiling and laughing. They're having a good morning. You see Dalavash is there, and she's seated at another table. You see Malik is there. But Beckett is not. But Malik seems to be in decent spirits. He's seeming receptive to what Dalavash is. Dalavash seems to be telling him a story over breakfast. We stand one trans lesbian Mary Poppins.
Sure do.
We stand a lot of characters in this game. Let's be
which warms my heart. You see Dalavash is, kind of entertaining Malik with a little story. Eventually, at some point, you see Lily, kind of pick up her plate and go like da da da. And she kind of walks over and she sits next to Malik, and she kind of it's like you see Lily go, can I, and Malik gives a nod, and she ruffles his hair. Good morning, and she starts eating next to Malik, and you see Walter just giving the proudest grin as he's watching his daughter. And do you guys decide to sit with someone? You can sit with the Dwyers, you can sit with Dalavash and the kids, or there are a few empty tables for you, actually.
Look on Jenny's face, and you're like, you can sit with the Dwyers. Casually.
I'm trying not to let myself get in the way.
Magna just, oh look, it's the Dwyers.
Oh, look at how pretty Winter looks this morning. Well, I went Irish. That was or a bad Scottish. I don't know. Oh, look at how pretty Winter's looking this morning.
Oh, there's a new guy.
The Lucky Charms guy walks in the door. He died yesterday.
Either that or it's just Dimitri fucking with people.
Dimitri dressed up as a leprechaun.
God.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
The goofs have started. Okay. No, Dimitri is not there. He would be the tallest leprechaun at fucking 6'2". Oh, we're losing Chelsea.
Goodbye.
I just taking a drink. I just took a fucking drink, which isn't so bad.
Oh no. Oh,
Oopsie.
we're losing Chelsea in a different way.
Oh, goodbye.
Chelsea's just going into the abyss.
Yeah.
Just phasing out of existence. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh my fucking god.
So we can hear you at least. You're frozen in like a
Yeah, I'm here.
in a
Oh,
cryptid
you're frozen in
pose.
space. It's okay though.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
you where do you all decide to sit?
I think that Ivor would sit with Dalabash.
Okay.
She's a couple different reasons.
Or I would too.
Okay, so you guys
And
go
it
sit with
goes
Dalabash and the
the
kids.
group.
I'm just like, I'm just here for the party.
I'm just here for the gang. I'm hanging
I
out.
also want to point out, for specifically Ivor, there is suddenly a very new scent coming from Cora because the cape that she put on smells slightly like brimstone.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
It's like a very sudden change. Like not sudden, it's not super strong, but it faintly smells of
Hey,
brimstone.
Chelsea.
Huh?
Do you want to go onto the other Wi-Fi network? Because you are super
when
frozen.
the YouTube video that I am currently uploading is processing, I will do that. That's what I've been waiting on.
Do you want to cancel the second one and just make it upload later?
I already did.
Okay.
I already did.
Okay.
I'm way ahead. I did that a while ago.
Okay. So sorry, people watching the video. She's just gonna remain frozen for a bit.
A little bit.
Okay.
Just a little.
So you all go sit with Dalavash and the kids. Dalavash is a very, it's like, oh, good morning. Please take a seat. And she kind of looks over to Malik. It's like, we're gonna move you. And Malik gives a nod, and she, with no struggle whatsoever, just grabs the chair with the child in it and just scoots it. And then she kind of grabs Lily's chair and kind of scoots it out of the way. You can tell as she's moving, this is no issue for her.
This is normal.
her muscles are just used to this by now. She's just wrangling the kids to give you all more room.
Gotta deal with them all the time.
Yeah, I mean,
She's a nanny. She's a superhero.
as I'd say, she might be like,
That's it.
she might be absolutely fucking shredded under that very Victorian flowy blouse. You're not quite sure.
Absolutely.
It's those
fucking
puff sleeves. You have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she welcomes you all to sit at the table with her and say, I'm assuming you're having breakfast with us this morning.
If you don't mind,
Not at all. Please, you are more than welcome.
I will say I did sit with you for a reason other than your charming company.
Yes.
How familiar are you with spellbooks? Dimitri said you might be able to help me.
Oh, quite. I am quite familiar. Why?
I just needed help switching out a spell.
Oh.
If you don't mind.
Of course, I am more than happy to assist. And she looks to... I'm not sure who sat next to Dalavash, but she looks to Malik, who was seated right next to her. It's like, if you could switch so that Ivor could sit next to me, I would like to stay here with Malik, please. So, lets you all rearrange, and she helps kind of reach out a hand to you, Ivor, so that she can kind of guide you to sit so that you don't completely miss the chair. And as she's about to start helping you with your spell book, Wallace walks over, and you see that he, with his good hand on a tray, kind of resting on his shoulder, he's gotten 3 plates. It seems to be that everyone is getting the same thing for breakfast. It's a fixed menu. So he sits down in front of you. You can tell that the pastry that accompanies it definitely comes from Amir's bakery, but you're not sure if it's fresh this morning or if it was from yesterday. Either way, it's gonna be good. This time it is actually blueberry scones, and with a nice vanilla drizzle on top, similar to the lemon scones, but this doesn't seem to have healing properties, not that you can tell. sets it down with the blueberry scones. Each one has a cup of hot tea. This one smells different than any that Amir made for you guys, so you assume that this is something that he's brewed, or Larkin perhaps has brewed. And also comes with it, it seems to be, they're trying to mimic common breakfast foods, probably where they're from. So there's some protein to get the day started, but you can tell that this didn't come directly from animal products, because there are...
They tried really hard.
They tried so hard, but they can't get livestock to come through to Nexilis. So...
Because I want to.
Yeah, yeah. They tried, and it just came through weird, and no one wanted to eat it. So you all have... It smells good. It smells very comforting, inviting. And he kind of puts it down and gives you all some like wooden eating utensils and kind of puts it all down and goes, if you guys need seconds or anything, please don't hesitate to let me know. And he kind of like gives you all like a sweet little wave. And as he goes to turn, you can see that the door, you can hear the ding 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 of the door opening. And in walks Meredith, and immediately when Wallace sees her, you see that glaze go over his face. And Magna, you realize that you know the woman that you did see in the dream wasn't Meredith, but Meredith does look similar. Not the same, but similar. And Wallace just like, morning, Meredith, and he trots over like an eager puppy. He trots on over, and she just...
He deserves better.
Disgusting.
Fucking disgusting. Disgusting. Oh.
Actually got to close up.
It's like you smacked your camera right out of focus. That was how powerful that was.
And so he's over talking with her, and you can tell that she is being very sweet with him. Very sweet with him. Oh, well, good morning, Wallace. How are you? And she's kind of like rubbing his upper arm, and you can tell that she has got him like in her claws. So Dalavash looks, she doesn't seem, again, you know that Dalavash is affected. Dalavash looks over to you, Ivor, goes, all right, what do you need help with?
I just needed to switch out the spell for today. I wanted to try having dispel magic, if you don't mind.
Oh, of course. All right. And she takes your spell book, and you see instead of her pulling out any sort of writing device, I mean, this is for the whole table. You don't see her pull out a writing device. All you see is her kind of, you see her fingers do like a this, and it turns the pages. And then she looks, turns a few more pages.
I loved all that.
And then she kind of just runs her finger down the page and kind of brushes her hand over it. And you can tell as she's doing her magic, Cora, you can kind of feel something over her shoulders. It doesn't feel malicious. It actually feels very familiar. When you have your connections with your quarry, you feel a similar vibe. You feel that coming from Dalavash, and it seems to be assisting her with her magics.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So she closes the spell book and pushes it back towards you. There you go. I switched it out for you. Also, out of curiosity, I hope you don't mind, a bit presumptuous of me, I'm sure. I also translated it to something that, with a little bit of help, you should be able to read. Just run your fingers over it. If you need time later, I can teach you, as could Dimitri or Thespis. She has translated your entire spellbook into Braille.
I loved all of that. I loved all of that so much.
I don't know how to read it yet, but I appreciate it.
Of course. Well, I assume that this would be at least easier for you than the former.
Eventually, yeah.
Well, I do need to take the kids out after breakfast to burn off some steam, but if you are free later this evening or what have you, please don't hesitate. They will actually be being watched over by someone else this evening, so I will have myself available.
You're not my problem this evening. Thank
Yeah.
fucking God.
So,
Actually, I'm. Is it alright if I talk to Malik? Do you mind?
oh, I don't mind. Malik, do you mind? And Malik, he's just like shoving his face, like
That's me.
Hey, precious BB.
he's still chewing as he's. Oh.
I love him.
And Dalavash is like realizing you have nonverbal and blind. It's like he doesn't mind. No.
Hi, Malik. I'm Ivor. It's nice to meet you officially. Now, from what I remember, you were having a bit of an issue with stage fright.
Mm-hmm.
From what I know, you did very well. But I used to use some charms when I was growing up when I got nervous about things. And I wanted to give you something that kept me safe and kept me brave for a very long time. It's magic, so be careful. Okay? And you have to promise to keep it safe for me, okay?
And he's like looking at your face, and he's like seeing he's seeing the scars on your face, and he just kind of very carefully reaches out, and you hear Dalavash go, "You don't need to Malik," but Malik kind of reaches and grabs your hand, which everyone else at the table, you can see that Dalavash is surprised that Malik has taken your hand, and you feel him locked.
I love Malik.
He's locked pinkies with you as a pinky promise.
Malik so much. Oh no.
The baby.
And,
I love him.
The baby.
and then he pulls his hand away.
Oh no.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Okay, I trust you.
And she's just gonna reach into her bag and she's going to grab one of the bracelets that she had in there. And she's just gonna hold her hands out for his.
He reaches out, and you feel him take it, and you can tell that he's very careful.
And it's not magical. It's just normal. But
The little
Children.
bracelet.
I want you to roll deception at advantage.
Oh,
I love Malik.
At
Oh my
advantage
God.
because he is a child.
please don't call her bluff, Malik. Please don't do it.
It's
well, that was a natural 1 the first time.
Jesus Christ.
18.
yeah, he believes it. He believes
Oh,
it.
God.
It was a 10.
One.
It was a 10. So I was like, that's hopefully easy to beat.
Listen, you trust Malik, but Malik does not trust you after the natural.
Uh,
That's it.
he touches it, and he's like, ugh. No. He takes it, and you can tell that he's very careful. He believes you when you say it's magic, but he's like, in Magna and Cortana, you see his eyes are just like
Precious
wide
baby.
with wonder.
Oh no, we have to protect them at all costs.
That's a
Was
precious-
given to me by a very friendly witch who promised that so long as I always had it, I would be safe and I would always be brave. And I think you'll do great things with it, okay?
And you see him like slide it on, and you see Lily go, "Oh, that fits you so well," and she's kind of like nudging Malik.
I love Malik.
Children.
They are good children. They are exhausting children, especially Lily.
They're
but
little shits, but they're great kids.
Yes.
Oh, she's like, listen, I'm not gonna kill him, but like I've thought about it.
Shit. Okay.
But
Listen, as someone who babysat the majority of my high school career, you can love kids and like really love hanging out with them and like respect the shit out of them, but sometimes,
Oh no, I
sometimes,
well,
When I was nannying for a while, I was like,
just I forgot.
I love you, but I'm gonna.
We're gonna have this kid. This.
your audio is cutting out so much.
The issue is nannying gives you such bad baby fever, but is also the best birth control.
Yeah.
Because, like, I love doing this. I would not do it if I wasn't paid.
Nope, exactly. Yep. But no, what was I going to say? Thankfully, Dalavash has been doing this nannying for about, I'd say, about outside of Nexilis was about 100 years, and then she got to Nexilis and has been doing it since.
Valid.
So she knows kids. She's worked with all kinds of kids, like Mary Poppins. So Malik takes the bracelet, and he's kind of like, and then you see him kind of like go from his bracelet to his food, bracelet food, and then back to his food.
Justine.
So, you all have your food. You all are able to now eat your breakfast. Do you guys want to, there's, again, while you're eating, I'll give you guys some options. There are some other conversations happening around you. Again, the Dwyers, Walter and Winter at another table. They seem to kind of be keeping an eye mostly on Lily. But, you know, if you meet their gaze, they give a wave and a smile and a howdy, morning. You see that there's, again, portraits and photographs on the walls that you could possibly look into. And there's also Wallace talking with Meredith at the front counter, and Larkin is standing behind the bar as well, but with his back like kind of leaned against the wall, and he's just watching this conversation between Wallace and Meredith.
Well, Ivor is always listening.
Yep.
Especially because A, alert feet, and
Yep.
B, just in general.
You know, that would do it.
But
That would do it.
what she'd want to do is she'd actually see if there's any way that she could help around the tavern, specifically so that her walking around and listening to conversations wouldn't be suspicious.
Okay. All right. Do you want to get up and ask Wallace or Larkin? Do you want to ask someone at the table if there seems to be anything you could do?
Probably Wallace and Larkin.
Okay.
To be honest, she might kind of pull the whole, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't see you guys were talking, and
Oh,
interrupt
golly
Meredith
gee.
just as a little,
Yeah.
just cause.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, I'm so sorry, mister.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt your conversation. I didn't see you there.
I quite literally didn't.
Yeah. So, Ivor, you get up and walk over?
Mhm.
Okay. So you get up and you walk over. You hear them talking. If anyone looks over to where she's walking, they see Meredith has kind of rested her elbows on the counter, and she's kind of just talking with Wallace and just, you know, chit-chatting. She seems to have, like, Wallace just hands her this cup of tea in this, like, very fancy cup. And you can tell that he's, like, made this exact tea. Probably he could make it with his eyes closed. Like, he knows her order and just leaves it. And she's not even touching it. She's just, you know... So, and as you approach, you don't see this, but she kind of side-eyes you, and then just continues her conversation. And Wallace is like, sorry. Hi, Ivor, can I help you?
So I'd finished with my breakfast, and I wanted to keep a little busy before, you know, the others were ready to get on with the day. Is there anything I can do to help?
Oh.
Sorry, Meredith, I didn't realize that the two of you were talking.
And if you guys, are you guys watching this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You saw that the
Fucking
moment,
bitch.
the moment that Wallace, like very politely, was like, I'm so sorry, and then turned his attention, that she was staring daggers at Wallace. And then
Because he's not doing what she wants.
And then when Ivor was like, I'm sorry, I didn't realize you guys were talking. She stares at Ivor, but realizing that like Ivor can't see the facial expression she's making, it's very similar to the one that she was making towards Wallace. But then the second she opens her mouth, it's all right. I actually need to be going myself. She looks to Wallace.
Busy day?
Yes. Quite. And she just pushes the teacup, the untouched teacup, back towards Wallace. And Wallace, like, looks at it, and, like, this look of panic over his face. As he's, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's really real.
No, I'll be right out. And then she's like, and then she just leaves. And Wallace, you can see his hands are shaking. It's just, I could actually use a little help, if you don't mind. If you,
Are you okay?
yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. She just seems to be in a bad mood. That's all. It's okay. She'll.
Hey. Other people's moods aren't your fault. Okay? There's not a lot you can do to change someone's bad mood. And from what I've heard, you haven't done anything wrong. I'm sure she'll get over it. Just has to start today, you know?
Yeah, just woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
Probably. We all do that.
Yeah, it happens. And you guys can see him kind of fiddling with the handkerchief, that only Magna knows what it looks like underneath. As he's kind of fiddling with the handkerchief, just, yeah, if you would like to help, I would be very appreciative if you could, actually, if you wouldn't mind. And he's like trying, because he wants to give you something to do since you asked, but he's not sure what to give you. So it's just, if you wouldn't mind, there's, and you can, like, the others can see that his hand is still, like, frantically, what you could possibly do is, if you wouldn't mind going and just kind of seeing if anyone needs anything, I know the Dwyers are over there, I have a feeling that some more people are going to be coming in, so if you could just make sure that everyone is taken care of, I'm going to, and he picks up the teacup, and you can hear the faintest clinking as his shaking hands is holding the saucer. Just,
baby.
I'm gonna go get this put in the back, just in case she comes back for it. I can reheat it later. So if you wouldn't mind, and then if anyone wants anything, just let me know, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. And then ducks, and you just hear Larkin again just mutter something in a language, at least Ivor, you don't understand. But for the chat, once again, it is basically the Fae version of fuck.
So she's heard it before, she just doesn't know what it means.
Exactly.
She knows that it's repeated.
Yes.
That's it.
She heard
If Larkin keeps saying it, there's going to be points in time where she gets frustrated and she's going to say it.
And Larkin just did not learn that from me. Nope. So you have now been basically given an excuse to just approach tables.
Oh, that's what she wanted.
Yep. Because Wallace couldn't think of a single fucking thing for you to do other than that. So, Larkin kind of leans over towards you, Ivor, goes, if you need any help, let me know. But I think you do high fives? You mortal people do high fives?
I don't know what that is.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
For cutting that off. I'm gonna go check on Wallace.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Do you have a stick of some sort?
Oh, yes.
Right, because she's throwing a stick.
Yes.
Just hitting people's ankles with it.
Yes. Give me one moment. Just stay right there. And he goes back, and you guys see him come out with what it looks to have been crafted into a seeing eye stick, basically, a walking stick. Probably because Dimitri has more than one, because you assume Larkin probably wouldn't just steal Dimitri's.
I would hope not.
Well, also Dimitri's not here, so who knows? But
listen, I have a collection of canes. So
yeah. But he walks out and just here, and he hands it out to you. He offers it to you. This should help you. It's the shortest one Dimitri has. I think that this will probably suit you. He hasn't used it in a while.
how tall is Dimitri again?
6'2".
Oh yeah, Ivor's 5'7", so it's
It'll work.
it'll work. It's fine.
So, and you're not using it like a walking stick, so.
And even if it was, you grab it in the middle. It's
Yeah. So what do? You have been given permission to just approach tables, to walk around. What do you do?
She'd start just by walking around pretty slowly, asking if anybody needs anything, mostly just keeping an ear out for any sort of conversation.
Okay. So as you are approaching the Dwyer's table, you hear the door open again, and you hear chitter-chatter. You hear talking. And you hear the very familiar voices of Richard and Claudius, who have entered the tavern.
Oh, God.
As a duo. And you guys hear as they enter, Magna and Cortana, you guys would see Dalavash just, Claudius, over here. And Claudius and Richard both walk towards the table that you guys are all at. But we're going to focus real quick back on Ivor. Ivor, you notice that people are starting to pour in. You hear the Dwyers.
People are waking up.
Yeah, you hear the Dwyers kind of having their chit-chat conversation over at the table. And do you start to make your way towards the Dwyers?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're probably the loudest people in there, so
yeah.
most
Yes.
likely.
Yes, they are. They kind of just seem to be chatting about nothing too suspicious, mostly just like you hear them having this very sarcastic conversation about the weather. It's just like, oh, lovely weather we're having. Oh, I know, I just love it when the weather does this every single day. And they're kind of having
love them.
having this back and forth. This is totally for the players, not the characters. They seem like people who would do a great job of cosplaying a comedy version of the Lutece twins from BioShock Infinite. Just like the way
That's so good.
The way that they're bouncing back and forth off of each other, it's just like almost a script. Like, you can tell that they are just in sync with each other. Is it a twin thing, or is it something else? You don't know.
It's unclear.
It's unclear. So as you approach them, you hear, the conversation kind of lulls for a brief beat. As Winter's just like, oh, good morning. How are you doing, Ivor?
Morning. I'm doing okay. Had a bit of a rough night, but I think I'll be alright.
It does take kind of a while to get used to, but I'm sure you'll be alright.
So, I wanted to ask if there's anything that I can get you?
Oh, you helping out at the tavern now?
Trying to do something, at least. I'm not used to sitting stagnant.
I understand that completely. And Winter, she kind of goes, and as you hear her kind of rustling her plate, Ivor, your vision, it's like the dark. You're seeing this kind of like
here we go
pulsating, like again. It's almost like when you close your eyes and you see those little flitters behind your eyes. That's what you're starting to get. And I need to be in a breakout room with Ivor.
Here we go, boys and girls.
Here we go.
Here we go, bros and hoes.
Yeah.
So it has to be in front of
Also,
Winter.
Casper, you switch into the other thingy.
I am doing that right now.
Wow, look at that tech.
Boop. Boop.
Hello. Hmm. 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 Oh. Whoops.
Hopefully this works. Okay.
Okay, we're just gonna start over.
Yeah, I got it. I got it. Okay, I just realized it's pulling from my laptop mic. So hold on, everyone. You know what? This'll just have to do. I'll just be very careful with my volume. Okay, there we go. So let me repeat what I said.
Oh no, the audience doesn't get to know. Just me.
You are in the same building as before. You are in Gideon's office, but you're not in his therapy room. You don't see the couch, you don't see the books, the same books, you don't see a desk, you don't see the light. But you look to be in a bedroom this time. And you then look around and you see the bed, but something is pulling you to look under the bed. Check for monsters under the bed. Something like that. And you hear, your vision kind of goes a little blurry as you're all like kind of coming to. And you hear the sound of moving wood, like the grating of wood against wood. Maybe someone moving.
Like a trap door?
Like someone moving the bed. And do you have anyone in your party who might be able to do that?
Someone who's done it before, maybe?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. It's very brief, but that's what you get. Let me know when you have it all written down.
I'll probably be good.
Okay, all right. We are going to, let's leave the
as
breakout.
we're going.
All right, let's leave the breakout room then.
Yeah.
All right. Boop. And as that happens, I'm going to go back to this. Oh, look at that. Everyone's seeing all the nifty behind the scenes. Look at that.
Oh, Casper. Hello, welcome back.
Yeah, there was no audio for me apparently when I switched.
We saw the chat.
Yeah. I know. I got to remember what order this was in. You're down here. You are up here. No, I am up there. There we go.
Yay!
Yay!
So,
I messaged Jenny. I was like, they can't hear you.
That was after we had already
As you were
figured it
fixing
out.
it. Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
So,
I was like, we know.
I just saw Oopie Doopie and I went, oh no.
oh no.
It was Whoopsie Doopsie. It was Whoopsie Doopsie.
Well, Oopie Doopie's fun too. Don't.
I am streaming.
So, you all, as you can, there was a no, I fixed it. It's fine. So you were Ivor when you come to basically what everyone else saw is Ivor's eyes kind of like roll to the back of her head and she dropped the stick and went to collapse. And then everyone sees, oh shit, and Winter just jumps up out of her seat and catches. And catches Ivor.
Clear.
So, Ivor, wake up. You feel a strong pair of arms around you.
This is different from last time.
Holding you. Bridal style almost, but you can tell that whoever's holding you is like kneeling on the ground, is like holding you. And as you're coming to, you hear a very faint, it's okay, you're with us, come on, wake up, it's all right.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Very, very sorry.
It's okay, no worries. Are you okay?
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Okay, all right. Do I need to get you anything? A glass of water, perhaps?
No, I'm okay. Thank you, though.
Right.
I appreciate you not letting me crack my head open.
Oh, heavens! I would never. And you feel this very soft, reassuring rubbing of her thumb, kind of like on your shoulder blade, as she's
Stop
like
it.
reassuring you. It's like, it's okay. I'm not gonna let you fall. Here, let's get you in a seat. And she kind of like gets you seated at the table with her and Walter.
The seat is Winter's lap. You're welcome.
That is a lot more.
Goes for it.
Beautiful.
That's
Just goes for it.
That's a lot more tasteful than the joke I was gonna make, but okay. So, so anyway,
Amazing.
so
I'm drawing this.
yes, so
Yeah, okay.
so you are now seated at the table with the Dwyers, and you Walter has kind of like leaned in. He's like, you said that happens. I hope you don't mind me asking, is it like a medical condition, or I know that can
Let's
happen.
call it that.
Okay. You know what? I shouldn't. I'm not gonna pry. I feel like that's rude. But if there's anything that you need from us, please don't hesitate.
I appreciate it. From what I understand, you do enough keeping the monsters at bay.
Well, we're kind of here to do whatever we can to help. I don't think I could get you any iron supplements if that's what that is, but I could.
No, it's not.
Okay, all right. Well, whatever it is, just keep hydrated. Make sure you eat. Have you had breakfast yet? You're not working on an empty stomach, are you? Because I swear, if you're over here okay.
Okay.
No, I did eat.
I'll
Okay.
back up now.
All right. All right. And you hear this fleshy sort of like sound as Winter's like, you hush your mouth.
Shut the fuck up.
I love them.
You're going on a date with me. Shut up.
I just got to hold a pretty girl for the first time in years. Can you back the fuck
Now you're
off?
opening your damn mouth.
I saw someone in the chat say that Walter be third wheeling. No, he would be wingmanning.
Your wife.
He would be wingmanning.
Someone in the chat.
So I see the chat. I see.
Someone
your
in the
wife.
chat is.
I'll admit, in my defense, my mic is covering that half of the screen. Sorry, babe. Sorry, babe.
We're gonna hear the door to your room open in a few seconds. Just what now?
Like when you're
Someone in the
drinking Red
chat?
Bull.
Hello?
When you're drinking
Someone?
Red Bull and Nessa's like murder.
If I end up dead, that's why. Nessa said, "Walter,
It's fine. I'll just run away with Nessa after that. It's whatever.
That's fair." If Nessa said Walter be third wheeling, I say no. Walter will be wingmanning.
Yeah.
Because he wants to help his sister get some.
So sweet.
Just what normal
kind.
what normal siblings
thing
do.
is- Thing is, I will be honest, especially because Ever was trying really hard to be sly and get information, and she thought she was being so smart. There's gonna be a little bit of red,
No brain cells. No brain
like,
cells. now.
right here.
Yeah. In Winter, she's like, "Oh, no need to be embarrassed. It's okay. If I tell you the amount of times I've stumbled and fall, and you know what? I had less of an excuse. I was just drunk. All right, so you don't need to worry. Okay." Well, you just hear under Walter's breath, smooth, real smooth. And Winter you hear another chop.
You two have quite the relationship, don't you?
Oh, yeah. I've been dealing with this asshole for how many years now? Walter's like, well, before we got here, about 30. And then after we got here, I don't even fucking know anymore. I would say well over 100 years at this point, and Winter's just too long. But, that's been through thick and thin. You kind of just get on the same pathway, I guess. Annoys the shit out of me.
No,
Oh.
I don't have siblings.
Oh, well, I'll let you know right now. We have been told that we are not exactly the most typical siblings. But,
I'm pretty sure every family says that.
yeah, no, you're right. And I would assume that pretty much about every other pair of siblings I've seen in this town. Which, I think besides me is only one? Biologically speaking, anyway. If you get into the whole kindred spirit sort of thing, oh, there's plenty. But anyway, your head all right?
Head's fine. I think you protected it.
Good. I'm glad. And guys, I don't know if you're still watching, but you guys do see a little bit of red on Winter's face. Just
Now, wingman. Now, time.
Well, I do hate to admit, we do actually need to go on patrol. Morning
That's
runs.
too bad.
Just make sure that, huh?
That's too bad.
Yeah, it is. It is. But we're busy. And she said that Walter's like, Walter's just like, we really don't need to. We can stay here for another 10.
Winter's like, I want.
Winter used to be.
Hey,
Winter used to be so suave, but she's out of practice.
It's been a little bit.
It's been a little bit. Last time anyone tried to romance her was Meredith. So.
Right, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
No.
So just Winter's like, no, okay, well, I need to go on my morning run then. If you want to sit here and be lazy bones, I'm gonna go keep myself physically in check. So, have a great rest of your day. I'm sure we'll bump into each other later.
I hope to talk to you again soon.
Me too. Bye. And she just kind of like
I gotta go.
out the door, and
Dave panic.
and Walter's just like, well, I guess I gotta go on a run, but it
She's like, I don't wanna.
yeah, I was like, oh, fucking Christ, I work out every day. Can I have one? What about rest days?
Is it smart for the two of you to be running right now after eating?
No, probably not.
No.
But I think Winter just wanted an excuse for some fresh air. She gets shy around pretty girls, so I'm just
Pretty.
yeah.
Cora and Magna just eating.
Yeah,
Just watching this, eating fucking popcorn. Like, yes.
Walter,
The content.
Walter, gay as shit. Walter has no like flirtatious tone because he is gayer than a $2 bill, but like he just like, well, I'm gonna let you know. You're in good hands. That, never mind. Have a good rest of your day, Ivor.
Like, shit, she's blind.
Yeah, like. Have a good rest of your day, Ivor. If you need anything, we'll be around town. I don't think we have. Oh, we'll be back here at the inn tonight because we have the evening off. The backup patrol is taking over main patrol tonight, so we'll actually get to hang out at the tavern. So if you're here tonight, it'd be nice to see you.
Well, I sort of live here,
Yeah.
so
Yep. Yeah, you do.
Now he has gay panic. Like, I gotta go.
No, he's just like, I am awkward. Okay.
so before you go,
Yeah. What's up?
just because we don't have a lot of friends yet, we are almost always here, especially at nighttime, clearly. But I believe our room is the third one down on the right. If you guys ever wanted, I don't know, trying to find more friendly faces.
Well, we try and be as friendly as possible. Sort of how Mama raised us. But you know what? We're normally busy at night. But the nights we have off, we'll be sure to come hang out with y'all, alright? Don't want y'all being all by your lonesome. I know there's some intimidating figures in town. Some not as nice people. And like you guys see him staring at Richard, not like rudely, but just like when you're calling your friend an asshole, right? Like some not so nice people. But we'll be here And yeah, no, if nothing else, we'll see you tonight, right? All right.
Chelsea, what did you do?
Yeah, Chelsea, are you okay?
Shit, my wrist cracked and it fucking hurt.
Oh, I thought she was laughing.
Oh my god.
I didn't know what you were doing. I was very worried.
Fuck, it hurt. I was just like, it was such a minute movement that caused it too, and I was like, what the fuck?
Are you okay?
I'm fine. It just didn't feel good.
Jason.
It's that moment when the joints just roll over the nerve, just real quick.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
Yeah.
next session, Jason has to get hurt on stream. Then I have to get hurt.
No.
And then I have to get hurt on stream.
No.
Let's
I
get hurt
already
on
took
stream.
the L for this stream. That's my contribution.
Jason's taking psychic damage. It's okay.
No. The first one, it was Jason's brain wrinkles. Then it was me. Then it was Chelsea. Now it's you.
Now it's
all right.
you.
Okay. You know what?
Next
session.
Pull one
Jason
over
got
on me,
fighty just then.
Yeah, you thought you could pull one over on me, huh? I remember these things. My brain wrinkles are back.
We're gonna be gone in like 5 minutes.
Hey, you know what? I don't know about that. I'm feeling pretty good tonight. I'm feeling, apart from all of the mess that I got all my mess out before, it's okay. We're good now.
From the cheesy
Let the guys decide.
Yeah, the cheese and the lettuce. I haven't rolled a die yet, so there's still.
Today's not over yet, and we're breaking into Gideon's office. Let's go, baby.
Yep, so you don't want to mess me up for that.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
We win wrinkles for Jason this session.
God.
See, slings off though. Slings off. I've evolved.
God. So, Walter, you guys see awkward. Walter just kind of. I'll see you later.
Probably make sure she doesn't get sick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go make sure she hasn't actually decided to run, but she tends to run from her feelings, so it's okay. And you guys see him picking up both him and Winter.
Wait, feelings?
You see,
just specifically like targeting every single little slip up that he does, just to like pin it just a little bit.
Walter's. I don't know.
I noticed.
Walter's. She's got a lot of those. I don't know, and he just walks. He goes and puts the plates on the counter, and he's like, got plates here for you. Bye. And he kind of just like, gotta make sure my sister's not being a dumbass. And he just kind of like jogs outside. So, the Dwyers have left. Let's pan back. Basically what happened is Richard.
All right, there was things happening in tandem.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Well, basically what happened is that Richard and Claudius walked over to your guys' table. About the time he got there was when Ivor fainted. So all of you have just been, like, watching. Because
Richard and Claudius in the tea today.
Yes, because Richard thinks it's the funniest thing. Richard and Claudius both think this is very entertaining. And so after
the very obvious fucking flusteredness of both of them.
Yeah, and Richard just the Dwyers. Peak performance. So, and Claudius just kind of looks to Dalavash, and Claudius says Claudius says, so what time do you need me to take over? And Dalavash is like, well, I'm gonna go have them burn. I'm gonna go have them burn some energy, burn these calories, and then after some study session at the library, after that, I was thinking that you guys could take over. That you could take over. And Richard is like, yeah, don't include me in that. I'm here to supervise him. And Claudius is like, just turns his back to Richard.
Richard is the
So
wine
fucking
ant
dramatic.
that's only good for stuff.
Richard is the one.
Richard brings us presents.
Yes.
that's it.
Richard.
No, it's not just Richard brings them presents. It's Richard lets them get away with the dumb shit they want to do.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Lily is allowed to do whatever the fuck she wants.
Yep. Again, Richard is that.
That's what it is.
Richard is that audio of it's like, I'm gonna teach you how to get free candy from a candy jar.
Then you take a bath.
And then you take a bath. Bam! That's Richard. That's Richard as a babysitter.
Richard's stealing the the candy machine just for that.
Yes. He teleported one through next
The only one.
And it's broken.
They were so
Why is
excited.
it always Richard that we break on? What the fuck? It's always Richard.
Because he's an asshole.
Perfect for it.
Because he's an asshole.
For it.
And he's
Come
so,
on.
it's so easy to break on him. Because he thinks he's so cool.
He's not.
He's really not.
He
He's
can't.
like a nerd.
He can be if you don't know him very well.
So what I'm understanding is he's Kaneki. From Greece.
Didn't Kaneki make some kind of non-Connie comments in a song though?
You have to understand the time
Yeah,
period.
that's true.
I'm just talking about Kaneki thinking he's full of shit.
As a general.
Kaneki without that.
That.
Yeah.
I think it's that one song in particular.
Yes, because again, as soon as Magna was like, "I'm uncomfortable," Richard was like,
Yep.
And
I'm
like-
down.
All right, I'm
Bye.
Yeah, that did happen, didn't it?
"Yeah."
So listen, like, you were really sexy to me, and then you're not interested, you're not sexy anymore. All right.
Wow.
Well, it's
Magna
more.
is a snack.
Wow.
Hello.
Magna is a snack.
Hello.
Except I don't
I'm
think
like,
that.
wow.
Anyway,
I was
just like,
lusting
how
after
dare
you
you.
until this moment.
y'all, we have spent an hour and a half over breakfast. You guys,
Yeah.
yeah. So basically, we're going to kind of speed this up a little bit. Richard and Claudius make their plans with Dalavash to take over watching the kids. But then go to the counter to get their own food. Wallace walks back out. He seems rejuvenated. He's calmed down. He went and had a scream in the lock-in cooler.
Me.
Valid.
Dude, bitch me.
He so basically you all have finished your food. I don't know if sorry, Nessa in the chat. Magna is a whole meal. Now you know how I feel. Which yes, babe, you are correct. Anyway,
You're no longer someone in chat.
you are. Nessa's now calling us.
I mean,
Nessa is now
There's so
calling.
much more.
Nessa is now calling Cecil and I out because Cecil and I, when she DM'd for us, Cecil and I also took way too long RPing breakfast. So this is just karma, honestly.
Hey, most important meal of the day. All the gayest things happen during breakfast.
That's
Yeah.
true. It's true. It is.
Why do you think we throw so many brunches?
Now you know.
We solved it, guys. We figured it out.
I'm sorry.
the
if
gay agenda.
if you
It
eat-
has been solved.
if you eat breakfast, if you eat breakfast, you're gay.
I
Oh, no,
can't
I
say
usually
it, just
skip
how it is.
breakfast.
Oh no, me too.
You're not gay then.
Oh,
We gotta take your
I
card
take
away.
that.
You're not gay anymore.
No.
anyway.
So after breakfast.
Yes, after breakfast. Again, you can go and you guys can head out. You guys have a mission. If you choose, well, you accepted it yesterday. You guys have a mission today. It's still relatively early in the day, and yeah.
What time during the day did Gideon leave his office?
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Again, relatively early in the day, because I think it's when y'all were heading from the guard tower to Amir's, which was early in the day. But also, Thespis did say that if need be, they could drag him out because he hates
That's
them.
true.
So
True.
they could lure him out. So,
This specifically because for me to be able to use the psychic whisper thing that I brought up last session,
yes.
I have to.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So, if we do anything, talk with Thespis,
All right.
figure out a general plan, and then move forward.
All right. So, do you guys head out? Do you just...
I have nothing else to do here.
Okay.
So,
All right. Dalabash and the
Probably
kids.
fine, that's best.
Okay, Dalavash and the kids are also packing up. Wallace is collecting the plates. Wallace kind of gives you all a goodbye wave. He seems a little less foggy. Still a little on edge, but less foggy. And yeah, probably
Before they leave, Ivor would kind of give a general wave because, she hasn't
Yeah.
figured out exactly what directions are yet.
Yeah.
Just have a good day, Wallace.
You too, Ivor. Guys, have a great rest of your day. See you guys whenever you come back. Yeah.
Hello.
And he just starts kind of cleaning up. So yeah, you all can now head out. And do you guys just head immediately towards Thespis' house, which was down past the bakery and by the stage?
What I would like to do is just have it probably be like we were just kind of walking around town, like kind of figuring stuff out, like figuring out what we're gonna do today, and just, happen to stop by to see Thespis.
Okay.
Rather than going straight there, because that's a little
directly.
sus.
Okay.
I request saying good morning to Amir.
Yes, we can say good morning to him.
Yes, you
can.
bitch.
We have to every morning. We have to say hi to him every morning.
Of course
I'm
we
setting this all up.
do.
Okay.
To make up for the fact that I so rudely went in and wrapped my arms around him with no real explanation.
Explanation.
Yeah, because you
Ask,
never.
I just did it, and I feel kind of bad. There was no consensual exchange there.
But
and I feel
walking into Hitchcock's space with
Hitchcock?
Hitchcock's space.
When did he get here?
Shit! And a surprise for the stream,
Kansas
guys.
City.
We have
Listen, you did say that anyone from anywhere could end up in Nexilis. So
surprise, guys, for
Fun
this.
fact, even more of a fun fact, those aren't monsters in the woods, those are just birds. Those are just giant birds.
I have used necromancy to raise Alfred Hitchcock from the dead. Surprise guest on the stream, guys. Alfred
Here he
Hitchcock.
is.
Here he comes. Anyways, no remorse for walking into Hitchwire space without knocking or
No.
being in.
No.
But Amir, how dare you hug him without apologizing first?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
without apologizing first, not asking first, apologizing. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry for what's about to happen. I'm about to cry for like 20 minutes. I'm so sorry.
Amir still doesn't know what happened, and honestly, Amir is
Sorry,
like
Dad.
Amir just understands that it's hard being here. So like,
He's just like, you had a breakdown. Like, that's it.
yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So you guys decide to stop by Amir's after Magna's request. All right, y'all. Welcome to Nexilis, the dating sim. All right, so
Yeah.
We're going to this next. It's accurate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. Knocking them all out before we even do anything.
Listen, we have to talk about potential love interest before we do anything.
Yeah, we gotta do
You have
our
to talk to them
Stardew
every
Valley.
day.
Stardew
Yeah.
Valley.
You gotta talk to them every day.
Yeah.
That's what's required.
yep, you have to talk to Winter, Thespis, and Amir every day.
Or it won't happen.
Yeah, you got to rack up those points like in Stardew Valley. Got to start bringing gifts. Got to remember their birthdays if they even remember their
I'm
birthdays
here for that.
anymore. So you guys walk to Amir's bakery.
I don't
Again,
need to solve the mystery.
you guys, what mystery?
It's just a dating sim disguised as a mystery.
So you guys head over towards Amir's. You guys can see through the windows that the curtains have been pulled back. They're lacy, light yellow colored, and you can tell that the lights are on inside, and that people are shuffling around. You can hear sounds coming from inside. You walk in. You guys kind of walk in because it's open, and you guys see that Dimitri is seated in one of the plush chairs, just kind of eating one of the baked goods. As Amir is kind of behind the counter, he seems to be decorating. You can tell that he has like a piping bag, and he's like decorating some cupcakes. And you can tell that like they had kind of just been sitting in like a comfortable silence. And the door opens, and Amir just like, I was like,
I was
oh,
about to eat so many cupcakes.
yeah. And Amir just, oh, good morning. And as he puts the what I just said what it was
Piping
called.
bag.
Thank
Piping
you.
bag. Piping bag.
He puts the piping bag down, and like he goes to move it, and you realize that he's like now so focused on you guys of like, oh, how are we doing? He kind of just like moves the tray, knocks the piping bag like off, icing goes all over him. He's like, excuse me, sorry, and he just kind of, you see his face go,
no!
his face goes bright red as he's and he kind of like ducks down behind the counter as if he's trying to hide from you guys while he's cleaning.
Oh no.
And
Is he okay? What just happened?
you hear Dimitri, "Are you okay, Amir?" And like you see him like kind of straighten up. It's like, "I'm fine. I just made a mess. It's okay." And you see his hand kind of like come up from above the counter. It's like, "I'm okay. Don't worry. It's fine. 1 moment." And he goes back. And Dimitri
Good morning, Dimitri.
"Good morning, Ivor. Is the rest of your little crew with you?"
I think so, unless I lost them.
We are.
Well, I am.
Corey's gonna go around and
I'm
help
not that
Amir.
little, but okay.
So
Cora's gonna go help Amir.
you see Amir has icing all over him. As he's trying to clean up, it's gotten all over his hands, the bed, and he's just like,
Maybe it's to hide something else white and sticky.
Casper's done. Thanks for coming to the stream, guys. We appreciate your time.
Jenny!
We're not ever doing this again.
Jenny, I was gonna say I didn't get there yet. That's not possible.
Dimitri's here!
Yeah, but the party don't start till I walk in. That's the song. That's how the song
Thanks for coming again, guys. We appreciate it so much, but we're never doing this again. Bye.
Oh, Casper didn't hear that last bit. Thank God.
No, you didn't hear any of that.
I'm
God,
gonna
you hear that
later. Okay.
No, you won't. No, you won't. Don't even watch it. Don't watch it.
Don't even watch
I'll
it,
make
Johnny.
sure to clip it specifically. It's fine.
No! Stop it. Don't do it.
Have full access to the footage after we're done.
So Amir has buttercream icing, specifically buttercream icing.
Cool.
So thick.
Stop it.
Hey,
I was
Jason.
gonna say a man of culture, but okay.
Okay, so basically,
You can mute her. You have that capability.
I already did. I already did.
Silenced. Anyway, so continue. My man's is on the floor.
I have just asked Jenny to
Buttercream
unmute
icing,
because
yes.
I love her. I have asked Jenny to unmute because I love her.
I can unmute.
Yeah.
I thought she wasn't gonna do it out of spite. She
I
may
don't
not.
think she
I don't
is.
think she's
I
gonna
don't
mute.
think she is.
Spite.
It
What?
Jenny will remember this.
I'm illiterate.
That's fair, Jenny. You know what, Jenny? That's fair. This is why she's gonna steal my wife, not because she loves Nessa. It's just to.
Out of spite.
Fuck
You
you.
muted her.
So my hub's in.
Yes. Your soon-to-be husband, I'm sure. Kind of just like looks over, and Chelsea, you see like his face is bright red with embarrassment. He's got this like
Oh.
half empty fucking piping bag, and he's just. I don't really know what happened. I just knocked it over, and you see icing on the floor, and it's going to be so hard, and you all could hear this, to get out from the wood flooring, and at least I don't have to worry about ants anymore, I guess. I made all of this by hand, by scratch this morning, and he kind of stands.
Do you have a mop?
We have a mop. Yes, we have.
Okay. Cora's gonna go get the mop and start mopping.
I'm gonna
up
be
the
honest, the
icing on
mop
the
is
floor.
not gonna clean up buttercream icing. It's somebody who
gotta
handmade a
do
shit
her
ton of
best.
buttercream icing.
She's
It's
gotta
true.
do her best.
It takes so much to clean up buttercream.
She's gotta
No.
do her best. She's gotta scrape up as much as she can.
'Cause-
She's gonna wipe it down. She's gonna mop it.
butter.
I want you to understand. I made an entire cake with 3 different colors of buttercream icing, and I did it all by hand because I didn't have a hand mixer
Yeah.
or a stand
was
mixer.
time.
I used a spoon,
Yep.
and I did a
So,
huge
I-
2-layer cake.
I also want you guys to understand. Cora grew up with servants. She doesn't know any of this. She's doing her best.
I
didn't
can't
clean
clean
shit.
anything. I don't have anything to clean.
So
What sucks too is that I have a magic initiate feat for Bard, and I was thinking about taking prestidigitation. But I was
taking
You coulda.
prestidigitation.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
But
yes, I was thinking about taking, it,
But you
but I
did
didn't.
it.
But I
Um,
didn't. You're right.
So, you kind of look back kind of towards where the other day you saw Amir go and like restock his tea. And you see there is like a whole wall of like different teas that it seems like Richard may have pulled through per Amir's request. And you see various containers holding things like sugar and flour and all of these like ingredients that Amir has either made or had brought in. And you also see there's like this little wooden pail and a mop. And so you would be able to grab that. And
Yeah, she's gonna start cleaning it as best she can.
okay, yeah. So Amir is just, I am so sorry. You don't need to do that. You guys still see he's still covered in icing. It's like on his face now. He's like, you don't. I promise you, I can get it.
I got it. I've got it.
Okay.
Do what you need to do. I can take care of this.
Okay. Sorry. He looks back to you. Let's try that again. Good morning. How are we doing today? And he like kind of gets a rag and starts kind of like wiping, trying, but you can still see this like thin layer of like sticky, like still on his skin. It's like, how are we all doing this morning?
Actually, I came to apologize for yesterday.
What did you do yesterday?
Well, I didn't exactly ask to do what I did, and so I'm apologizing for all of that. It was really embarrassing, and I feel really bad about it, and so I just wanted to say that I was sorry.
Well, no apology necessary. I don't see, but I will accept your apology if that would make you feel better. But I was by no means at any point upset.
Well, that is good. And if Birin comes back or is here at all, I just want to apologize to her as well.
She's getting ready, but I assure you she is also not upset. I mean, if you have a rough night, you are always more than welcome to come here. This is a safe place, and I, am partial for hugs, so I am always welcome for those.
Oh, cool, me too. That's nice. Well, I am also sorry about your floor, so...
Yes, I might be able to whip up a spell to clean this up. Just needs a little bit of time. And he like kind of looks over and he sees like Cora's trying.
She's doing her best. She really is.
Sticking.
She's gotten like this more. You're more just spreading it around.
That mop is ruined.
Trying.
That mop is gone.
She would try to like scrape up as much as she could off the floor, so it's just like the residue.
Dear, no, please. And he kind of like ushers you to like, like he's like, it's okay. And you guys see him pick up the broom and he looks at it and you see all the stuff of the mop is just clumped together.
Oh, yikes.
And then it just, bloop, as he casts mending to fix his mop. And then he kind of like moves the thing away and just, I don't think it'll work on that though. Okay, well, I can fix that later. Again, I don't have to worry about bugs here, which is probably one of the few good things about this place. Okay, so, would you guys like anything? I'm not sure if any of you have eaten yet, but I have some more tarts, some more blackberry tarts, in the basket. If you'd like, I mean, you don't have to.
It is so tempting.
Well, I can take you some to go if you're busy.
Yeah, we could do that.
Ooh, okay.
Right. And you see him kind of, and he like walks over and he starts like putting some of
So cute.
some.
Also, while you're getting your stuff together, I wanted to ask if you had a spare moment, like not now, but I wanted to talk to you about something, but I don't have the time right now.
Well, I'm free most of the day until patrol time. I will be assisting with the patrol this evening.
Yeah.
But so until nightfall, I am available.
Okay. If there's any time, I will see about stopping by. But I'm not. We're just a little busy, so
Of
I
course.
maybe later. But
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm often here. If I'm not, it's not a big town. I'm fairly easy to find. So.
yeah. Cool. Again,
Right.
sorry about your floor and for all the hug stuff. But yeah.
It's fine. I again,
Awesome.
I like hugs. Well, here first, and he like kind of reaches over, and like you still see his cheeks are still a bit pink as he kind of like hands over like a little bag of like blackberry tarts and goes, there's enough for all of you. And if of course I, never stop baking. So if you want any more, I am here. You are more than welcome. If anyone looks over to Dimitri has like the most amused look on his face as he's just listening to this whole exchange.
Oh, Dimitri.
And he's tickled.
Good old Dimitri.
Love him.
But Amir kind of like
We love to see it.
sends you on your way. But he's like, I just
Sorry. I was curious about something.
of course.
With the scones that you made,
Yes.
the lemon ones the other day. Can you do more spells than just that?
I have quite a little collection of spells. Why? What in particular?
Restoration?
Not as powerful as it used to be, but yes. What's happened?
I just think that Wallace might need a couple.
You-
Maybe also some of the people in the guard tower.
Oh, well, last I checked, those in the guard tower were up to quite good health, but I have been trying to get Wallace to come in for some healing. That arm of his really should be mended soon, so, but I will have a talk with them.
One thing I did want to mention. I would be very careful with anyone that goes to Dr. Anderson. From what I understand, his methods aren't the best.
Oh, trust me, I know.
And doing a bit of my own research, I think that some of them could do with a little bit of restoration.
Well,
I may have convinced Wallace to come and talk to you,
oh, good,
but I don't think that he's going to accept healing. So maybe if you just try a tart or two.
I'll see what I can whip up. Right, I'll get to working on that. It's been quite a while since I've tackled that one, but I always love a good challenge. So I'll see what I can do. Thank you, Iva.
Okay, well, we should probably go and do the job.
Yes, you were busy today. You were going to help someone. I think that's what you said. Well, whatever you all are up to, stay safe. If you need anything, I'm here. And right, I need to get this cleaned up. Bye, Iva. Bye, Cora, Tana. Bye, Magna. And he kind of like goes back to try and find like more cleaning
Okay.
supplies.
Amir is so good.
Dimitri, do you want to maybe start a lesson or two tonight?
I can fit that into my schedule. I have a full itinerary, but I'll make room. As he's just sitting there doing nothing but eating.
I'm glad I'm important enough to fit into your
it's
schedule.
Oh, I'll get you penciled in.
Anyway, off we go.
So
And he just keeps eating.
hot.
Like a fucking anime schoolgirl. So no, he does not. No, he does not.
Running with toast in his mouth back towards the tavern.
Oh, I'm late for pocket dimension school.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
No, we all know that would be Amir. Not Dimitri.
It would be Ymir.
So, all right. You all decide to go to Thespis?
Casually strolling, but Thespis, yeah.
Okay. All right. So you all get to Thespis, and about the time that you guys get to their door, you go to knock, and the door opens. And Thespis is like, oh, good morning. I am glad to see you. Would you guys like to come in?
Were you about to go somewhere?
I was just gonna go for a walk.
We were coming to work on what we planned to do today. If you're ready to do that now.
And they
So subtle.
Well, shit, yeah, I was getting started.
So subtle.
So Thess was like, yeah, no, of course. Like, come on in. I'll have to put my painting supplies away, but and kind of shuts the door. It's like, I was kind of worried that you guys were gonna chicken out on me, and I thought I'd have to do it by myself. So.
No.
Okay.
Get every intent to help you.
Okay. All right. I appreciate that. Yeah. So, you had an idea for us to kind of all be in sync, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get that out of the way, and
Okay.
I'll
The thing about that is, it's not always consistent. The interaction is consistent, but the amount of time it's available isn't always. The lowest I've seen an hour. So if we're planning on doing that, we might want to wait till it's a little closer to when we actually enact the plan.
All right. Well, let's do this. So I could literally go and get Gideon out of his house like now. Trust me, if that man could shank me in a dark alley, he would have done so years ago. So I'm pretty sure that I'd be able to get him to come outside. And if nothing else, if I start enough of a scene, I might be able to get Meredith to come sweep him away, because she typically does that when he gets too angry. So if I can rile him up, I could get them both away. Because
That would be useful.
yes. But I know that if we wait too long, that he might invite her over. So we need to act like now. Yes.
Okay. Like I said last time, I can pick locks. I'm not great at it, and I believe I've prepared spell magic today, just in case there's a magical lock, which there probably will be, considering what we've seen from him so far.
Yeah.
We need to specifically look for.
Mostly, I want you guys to just. A lot of Gideon's patients get worse and then never get better. And I need to know what he has on them. I need to know if he remembers the patients that he used to treat but don't anymore because they died. And I know there's something in that house, but if I go in there, I kind of stick out.
So general snooping is what we need to do.
Yes.
We need to look under his bed.
Okay.
Under his bed?
What?
It's a long story.
Very specific.
Why?
I saw something else.
Oh, your visions. Okay. Then definitely look under his bed. It's weird to
Like we need to move it. It was very specific. It's usually not, but there was the sound of wood scraping against wood, like a bed being moved. So, Magna, we might need your services again.
I do that.
Magna's like, I'm useful.
I can do something. Oh, okay. I'll move to bed.
I love Magna so fucking much. Okay.
Let's move to bed. Oh, this is good.
Oh my god. Okay. So it is now currently 10:30. We have been gaming for about 2 hours. So my thought is that we can now take our 10-minute intermission. So everyone, we now have a new format for our intermission. Our lovely intro screen was made by Ashley, so they are the one who designed the starting soon. But now we are going to be showing off some fan art that has been drawn, though most of this art was done by cast and crew. But what this means... What this means...
It's a bad thing.
No, not at all. It's amazing art. But what this means is that if you draw fan art and would like to, I don't know, maybe have your artwork on this stream, be sure to use the hashtag welcome to Nexilis wherever you post it. And if we find it, and then we can put it on the slideshow for next week. But we are going to take our 10-minute intermission now. So everyone can have bathroom breaks. After we come back, we'll cash in on all of those everythings that have been used in the chat.
Listen, Ollie has already been scritched. That is all I have done.
Okay, good. Ollie deserves that.
From me, at least.
Good. All right, well, let us go and get that video started.